Alright there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today this is currently my preview for the LA Galaxy Manchester United game. Our current first pre-season game of the club friendlies. This is just currently for match fitness, and this is just for the match fitness, and this is for team bonding as well. This is currently venued at the StubHub Centre. This is currently 3 AM in the morning for the UK viewers, and I think it's 7 o'clock for down over in America. On the tour, Jose Mourinho has currently named a 27-man squad for the tours, such as your likes as Axel Tuanzebe, Scott McTominay, Juan Mata, Blind, even the injured Luke Shaw, the injured Rojo and Ashley Young, but they won't be expected to start in the US because of their injuries. Rojo could be still out at least till Christmas. There's also on the tours, who else is on the tours? Carrick, Herrera, Axel Tuanzebe, Darmian, Joe Pereira, David De Gea. Yeah, so we've got, and he's got a lot of youth on the tours as well. And Jose Mourinho's also insisted that he could be handing debuts to the new signings of currently Lukaku and Victor Lindelof as well. And he's also confirmed that David De Gea and Joe Pereira, who just currently signed a new deal, will be playing 45 minutes each in that game. So Jose Mourinho will be rotating the squad quite differently in this game. And then 2 days later, after LA Galaxy, we currently go to Real Salt Lake as well. But I'm going to be currently doing a starting 11 prediction on this video as well, guys. Currently just going to have a look. Well, basically the last meeting between the two teams, well, LA Galaxy and Manchester United. Let's have a look. Just going to have a look at the last meeting. It currently did end 7-0 to Manchester United. Welbeck scored, Rooney got 2, Reece James got 2 and Ashley Young got 2. So it was 7-0 the last time the both sides met, and LA Galaxy have currently lost their last 4 of their 5 games, so they're not really in good form, to be quite honest. Let's have a look. Yeah, they've played in the last 5. They lost 4 and won 1, so really they're not in very good form. Romero's going to be maybe expected to start for the Real Salt Lake game. But we've got these friendlies. We've got LA Galaxy at 3 o'clock in the morning, as I said. You can currently live stream this game. I think you can live stream it online. I think you can access it by watching it on MUTV. And I think it's currently on ESPN or something like that as well. But anyway, let's get straight on with the starting 11 prediction. Right, I think he's going to rotate the squad differently. I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation in this game. So I am going to select David De Gea in goal because they are going to play 45 minutes each. David De Gea in goal, who could be on the verge of still leaving, going back to Madrid. Could be still on the verge of leaving. He's potentially the world's best keeper in the world. I still hope we are confident to retain him because he's one of the best keepers in the world. I'd be disappointed if he was to leave Manchester United. But yeah, and at right back, as always, our advanced right back, I'm going to give it to Antonio Valencia because he's essential there. He's our advanced right back. He's got fantastic width. He's good going forward, and he's just a fantastic player. And he's definitely our best right back, so I'm going to give it to Valencia. The 2 centre-back partnerships, I'm going to go for Victor Lindelof and Eric Bailly. Victor Lindelof and Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly and Victor Lindelof is going to be a fantastic centre-back partnership. I think Bailly was a fantastic buy by Mourinho last summer. He's aggressive. He's Bailly. He's a good ball interceptor. And with Lindelof, he's not like one of the aggressive ones. He's just a calm and composed defender. And we're going to find out. It's going to be fantastic to see Lindelof. Going to be, I should imagine, going to be having his debut to see how he participates. We paid 31 million for him. It was due to international clear-out, personal terms and medical as well. But we did get him on the board and he's achieved well at Benfica, so it's going to be interesting. I think he's a bit of a suspect on the head, but I do have reservations about him, but I think he will be a fantastic partnership with Bailly. So I'm going to go for them two as a fantastic centre-back partnership. At left back, that is a hard choice. As I said, Luke Shaw, Ashley Young and Rojo maybe not expected to start with the injuries that they've got and long-term injuries. So it's going to be pretty hard. There's not many viable alternatives. So maybe, Mitchell could get it. Maybe Darwin could even get it. Quite a few could get it. But I am going to go for... actually, I am going to give it to Mitchell. I'm going to give it to Mitchell because I think his character's good, he's very majestic, and I thought he was fantastic in the Crystal Palace game on his debut at the end of last season. I thought he put a good shift in and a good display in, and I thought he currently got the man of the match as well. The midfield partnership, I'm going to go basically for Michael Carrick and Ander Herrera. Michael Carrick, who's currently... just received the captain's armband. As I said, he's not strong enough going on to next season, but he's won every single domestic cup. He's been the flourish of Manchester United as Michael Carrick. And he said he's really delighted that he's got that captain's armband, Michael Carrick. So yeah, I think he will be playing there, and I think Herrera will be playing alongside him as well. So I'm gonna give that to Carrick, and then Herrera, who, as I said, dramatically improved in my eyes under Jose Mourinho. I think a lot of players improved under Mourinho. I thought Herrera struggled under the Van Gaal era, but I think he's dramatically improved under Mourinho, and he does hold that defensive midline fantastically well. He will get pushed up, I think, sometime this season to express himself more. So I am going to give that to Ander Herrera. Maybe Pogba may get there, I'm not quite sure. But I said if Romelu Lukaku, which Mourinho insisted he could be getting his debut because he has joined up with the squad now, as he was dismissed until the deal was fully finalised, which it is fully finalised now. Pogba would be more set free, in a more attacking midfield position if Lukaku would be starting, which I do think will happen. So I'm going to think Carrick and Herrera there. The three attacking mids on the left hand side, the attacking mid, I'm going to go for Antonio Martial. Antonio Martial, currently, I said there still needs to be improvements in his game. He needs to develop himself more. He needs to grow into his game more, does Antonio Martial. I think he's very good. He is good at driving forward. He likes to physically go around defenders. But Martial... If we do get this deal finalised with Inter Milan from Perisic especially, it's going to be hard for him to get first team football under Mourinho, and he's going to struggle. And as he did struggle last season, I thought he failed to replicate that form that he did before when he scored them 17 goals as our top scorer. But I thought one of his best forms came last season against Burnley. I thought that's were Martial's best performance. But Martial does need to improve, and there's been talks with if we do sign even Perisic, I said we need them creative winners, that depth there, and Perisic can do that. He's got tremendous speed, he's well talented, he's got experience as well. One of Inter Milan's standout players. So basically it's been thrown in the equation now. This deal could be involved with Martial. If Inter Milan are to offload Perisic, Martial could be involved. I can't see Mourinho sanctioning Martial though, because he's still only young and he's got time to get better into his game, and I think he will eventually if we do keep hold of him. He has currently poured cold water on speculation with Arsenal, saying it was a false rumour. He publicly tweeted that out. Obviously Roma have showed their interest as well. Not heard much about that either. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. In the middle of the attacking mids, I'm going to go for Paul Pogba, who, yes, we know is currently our advanced midfielders. As you saw last season, at times we were struggling without him. He's the one that operates our space, plays them lovely trademark passes, good at getting through the channels. Also, is Paul. Very creative, very precise on the ball, composed, organised. And yeah, I think Paul Pogba will be in that middle of them three. Maybe Mata might get in that number 10 role. Maybe Mata might get there because he's very consistent. As I said, very clinical. A few maybe could get there. This is just me speculating on the starting 11 position. I'm just speculating on this. So guys, I haven't got a clue. I'll probably totally run what I'm telling you on my starting 11 prediction. yeah, so I'm going to think Pogba's going to get there. Maybe Mata could get there. Last season played fantastically well. He's still clinical, but I thought after his injury, he looked a bit off colour, to be quite honest with you. On the right, I am going to go for Mkhitaryan. Maybe Jesse Lingard could get there as well. He's a squad player. Maybe Lingard could get there. But I am going to give it to Mkhitaryan. I thought he's very generous on the right, and I thought his Europa League form was fantastic last season's Mkhitaryan. And I think he can perform fantastically well on that right-hand side, can Mkhitaryan. So I'm going to give that to Mkhitaryan. And up front, last but not least, at centre forward, I'm going to give it to Romelu Lukaku. I think Jose Mourinho is going to play him. I think Romelu, or maybe I might be wrong, he may not play him. He may, because I said he'll be rotating the squad differently, he could bring different players on in certain periods of the game. He may not start Romelu Lukaku, but I think he will give it to Romelu Lukaku the way that he's been progressing in his training session and that. I think Romelu Lukaku is going to get it, and it's going to be fantastic to see how he participates. He's Premier League proven, scores goals, leads the lines, good at getting through the channels. And we're going to currently find out at the end of his tenure if he's currently worth the money that we did pay for him. I think it was 75 million plus add-ons as well. So we're going to currently find out at Lukaku's end of his tenure if he's currently worth the money. We're going to find out if he's currently worth the money, and he's a fantastic player. He's become an isolated figure in the last couple of years, but I still do highly rate him. He's a fantastic player. I think his first touch does concern me. a bit, guys, to be quite honest with you. But I think with players around him, he will combine well, and he'll play fantastic with the help and support that he's going to get. And yeah, maybe Rashford may get there. I don't know. I might be wrong. As I said, Rashford could get there first. Rashford, young talent, experience. As I said, he just needs to improve on his finisher assets. He's still only young, so there's still improvements needing, and he needs to read his game a little bit better, Marcus Rashford. But yeah, anyway, that's the starting 11 prediction for this game. I'm not quite sure if I will be watching it, to be quite honest with you guys, as it is 3 AM in the morning. I'm not quite sure I will be watching that, but I might have a little glance at it, so I could be able to do a review on the game. If I don't watch the game, it may be hard to do a review because I haven't watched the game to do a review on the game, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, there's been, well, I'm going to mention a few transfer rumours before I go. There's been a player on the equation that I think that Manchester United have gained their interest in. I think he's 22-year-old Den Donker or something like that from Anderlecht. He's currently 22 years of age. He currently played well against us in the Europa League. Last season. He's currently 22 years of age. As I said, I've just looked at some of his stats. He's got young age talent. He's apparently a good playmaker, and he's a good midfielder. He's also got good passing ability as well. He's got great composure to his game as well, and reads his game fantastically well. He's been the flourish basically last season of Anderlecht, the way that he's been performing, which has been sublime, what I've just heard. In a 4-3-3 system that Anderlecht have been playing, he's been cooperating in that system fantastically well in that midfield role as Den Donker. But do you think he is good enough for Manchester United? I'd just like to let us know in the comments about that. Do you think he's good enough for Manchester United, Den Donker? We'll have to see. And I think he made 10 appearances last season and scored 2 goals. Did Den Donker as well? Yeah, guys. As I said, yeah, with the Perisic, this could be. We're expecting this to be finalised by next week sometime. It could be confirmed by Monday for even Perisic. I think he's currently in Northern Italy training with the rest of the Inter Milan team. But I think it's going to be fully finalised before they go on the China tours next week, which is Tuesday. I think it's going to be finalised by then. But he's adamant that he wants to move. He's basically forcing the move to Manchester United. He does want to come. Obviously, the Inter Milan director had poured cold water on the speculation, not just regarding Inter Milan, regarding even Perisic as well, saying he's not going anywhere, it's not happening. But it's not down to him, and As I don't know if he's currently had talks with the manager, Ivan Perisic, about what he's going to be doing with his future, but we all know what he's going to be doing. He wants to come to Manchester United. He said he wants to come to Manchester United. We need them creative winners. And even though Inter Milan had a lacklustre campaign last season, his performances were sublime. I said he doesn't set the world alight. Inter Milan are still wanting that asking price, which is 48 million, 49 million, I think, which currently DiMarzio had announced this, and I think Bakayoko's still close to signing for Chelsea. I think he's completed his medical or something like that. I haven't read into it lately. As there were rumours and speculations going on about him tweeting out and teasing fans, saying, "Oh, my location's Manchester, not London," and stuff like that. I didn't really believe what it was saying. I just thought it was just trying to tease a lot of fans. But yeah, it's likely he's going to join Chelsea. As I said, that was a fake narrative about us agreeing the same deal as Chelsea to hijack Bakayoko. So basically he's now going to I think he's going to join Chelsea. He's had a knee injury. That's why they say the medical's been a delay. But I said Chelsea still need improvements in their squad. They need to have them reinforcements up front. Not quite sure what's going to be happening with Diego Costa. Manchester City have added dynamism to their back line, which they identified that as their key role that they needed to strengthen up. And I think also Monaco have signed a couple of players as well in there. I'm not quite sure who they've signed, but they have signed quite a couple of players. But with a lot of they've got a young, talented, experienced team that progressed them to win the La Liga, Liga 1 and progressed to Champions League semi-final. Could be on the verge of going, so they need to also think about them individual replacements as well. But they have got quite a few players on the board now of Monaco, so that's good news from their perspective. And also for the US tours, basically our iconic figures, Rooney obviously not there because he's left, and Ibrahimovic, we're not quite sure what's going to be happening with him. I think he may be now staying, he may be signing another short-term deal with Manchester United in October. He's going to get offered that contract, and I think he's going to be signing a short-term deal for Manchester United. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic, it's just with the way he's been progressing through his fitness. As I said, we've had fantastic news from medical staff. He's progressing fantastically well. But I said it had been overscheduled because initially he was supposed to be out until at least the end of the year after he suffered a nasty ligament knee injury. But basically, they're saying if Ibrahimovic is to stay, we may not need another striker up there because we basically just got strikers of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Rashford, Lukaku, and Martial there as well. So basically, I still feel as though we do need another striker. Obviously, Mourinho has now give up on Alvaro Morata because basically Real Madrid were being stubborn. Alvaro Morata, as he said when he had his wedding, his honeymoon, it looks realistically that he was coming to Manchester United. We'd been in discussions and had advanced talks for quite a while with Alvaro Morata. We'd been in advanced talks for a while with Alvaro Morata, but it come to the conclusion that now it's not going to happen. It is inconclusive because before bids had been rejected. As I said with Morata and Lukaku, Morata was the plan A, Lukaku was the plan B, but Morata has got, I think he's got a lot more experience than Lukaku. Lukaku was obviously more Premier League proven because he's been at Premier League teams before and he scores loads of goals, but Morata's got Lukaku's got a good pedigree. Morata's got a better pedigree though, what he's achieved with Juventus and stuff like that. He's fantastic at Juventus. He hasn't had them starts at Real Madrid that he wants because it's all built around Ronaldo, your likes of Bale and Benzema there, who doesn't score many goals to be fair. And I did say the past experience would be very beneficial for Morata to come in. But I think Mourinho has given up now for Morata. This is why Real Madrid are struggling at the moment, this transfer window, to offload some of the players, to get players that they want in. They're struggling to negotiate with other clubs because they're charging way too much for their players, such as Morata. He's basically reserved because he's had irregular starts at Real Madrid, so he's basically a reserved player. So, but I do expect more deals to be done sometime maybe the end of this week or next week. I expect some deals to be done. We've obviously got Victor Lindelof on the board. We've got Lukaku on the board. Lukaku's Premier League proven. People say he hasn't been at any real big team. Well, he has been at Chelsea, but his performances at Everton have been fantastic. He said he's delighted coming to the club. He's got a strong relation with Paul Pogba, which is beneficial. It's up and down with Mourinho, the relation, but I think it will be solved. And Lukaku is a fantastic player. We can't take nothing away from that. And we can't take nothing away that Lukaku is a fantastic player. He's Premier League proven. As I said, between him and Lacazette has got more experience. He could come to the Premier League and tear the Premier League apart. There's a lot of good French players out there that I'd still like, that could be available, like Ousmane Dembele's, your Kylian Mbappe's, who I think Real Madrid is still interested in. They may still have to offload one of their players though if they want to get Mbappe on the board, because he's not going to be guaranteed first team football at Real Madrid. With a player of his calibre and quality, he'd want first team football with Real Madrid at such a fantastic club. But yeah, it's always beneficial to have, basically in the transfer window, a good history. It's always beneficial to have a good history, you know, like with a trophy wise, and you know, having like the best fan base, the best stadium English football, you know. What else? The best stadium English football, best history, best fans, and stuff like that, and winning trophies, and that's what benefits you to get the players that you want in the summer, and such as basically the way the transfer window has currently gone now. Though obviously Manchester City have spunked a load of money out. We've currently bought a couple of players. Chelsea as well. I've currently bought a couple of players, but I still think they need to strengthen up. Yeah, Griezmann in January. What was I saying? With the Fabinho case, as I said, they've currently with the Fabinho case, is basically it come to report according to the Spanish AS, basically that they'd agreed a 40 million deal for Fabinho, but basically, Atletico Madrid can't buy any players till January. Plus, he did say he'd rather join us than Manchester City did Fabinho. So I'm not quite basically sure what's going on at the moment in his transfer window, guys, to be quite honest with you. I'm really, really confused. Fabinho, though, I'd love Fabinho. I'd love Nainggolan as a midfield. Nainggolan, very compassive, very tenacious, good at driving forward. Fabinho also good in the air, good at driving forward. He'd make a massive impact in that midfield, and it's beneficial because he can play as a converted right back as well. And Di Marzio basically announced we'd nearly completed, as I said before, we'd nearly completed a deal which was it 50 million euros plus add-ons or something like that. This is what Di Marzio announced. Thanks for your comment, pal, by the way. But he is adamant that he does want to leave Monaco, does Fabinho. So let me know in the comments below, who do you want? I said in January we're going to look further more in the region to Antoine Griezmann. They've got that ban. But basically, this is Atletico's decision. What they're going to do? Are they going to get Fabinho, put him on the sidelines till the transfer ban is up? Or are they going to wait till January if no deal has come to a conclusion by then? So we'll have to see what happens. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be watching this game tonight at 3 AM. It's very, very late. I might have a glance at it. As I said, you can live stream it online. It's currently on MUTV online as well. I've currently got MUTV anyway, so I am going to have a little watch of the game as well. Right there. So yeah, the starting 11 prediction I did give you, I'm just going to run through it again before I go. David De Gea, Valencia, I said Bailey, Victor Lindelof, Mitchell, maybe Darmian could get there. Maybe he's not essentially left back, but Darmian could get there as well. So I'm going to give it to Mitchell, because the way he's progressed up the ranks in the reserves as well. And it's also good that Jose Mourinho's got a few more youngsters on the board as well. I think he brought an Ajax youngster that I did forget to mention. I just looked up about that as well. He's brought a few youth in, so that's good. And in as I said, in the midfield, I did say Carrick, Herrera, and I said the three attacking midfielders. This is 4-3-1. Martial on the left, Pogba in the middle, set three. Mkhitaryan on the right, as I said, Lingard could get there, and I did say Romelu Lukaku up front. Maybe Rashford could get up front. Anywhere, that's my formation. That's my prediction. Anywhere, put your going now, guys. Anywhere, because I'm off some tweet. Drop your comments and likes below on the video. Tell me what you think and take it easy. And I'll see you later on, guys. Bye. And if anything more updates on transfer rumours, I will be live streaming again. So take it easy. Drop a like on the video, and I'm out of here. Bye.